again, ladies and gentlemen. Joe with Jonose Cigars, back for the second installment of Southern Draw Month. Here we are giving you a new cigar for the repertoire that we are reviewing, and that is the Southern Draw Kudzu. This is the original release, original blend at least, Southern Draw did. Very nice looking cigar. Another box pressed Toro, much like the Rose of Sharon. This is a 6x52 Toro, same as the Rose of Sharon was. And looking at it, it's a very beautiful looking cigar. This is very tightly bound, somewhat firm. It's not super firm, but it's fine. Kind of a medium pack. Nice double cap on top. Visible but very well constructed seams. A few veins on the back of the cigar, and that closed foot there again. This is a combination of, well, the website says combination of Nicaraguan and USA filler tobacco. I could not find where anywhere on the internet to figure out where in the United States that filler came from, but a lot of the other places just said Nicaraguan filler. Beyond that, we had a Nicaraguan Omatep binder and a beautiful Ecuadorian Habano Rosado wrapper. Very gorgeous, oily looking sort of wrapper there. Really can't wait to try this one. The pre-light aroma, it's pretty earthy, kind of a fertile earth, reminiscent of manure, barnyard, that sort of thing. Off the foot, some floral and dried fruit notes off of the foot. Let's go ahead and get this one cut, toasted, see what else we can find out. Whoa. Pretty potent first few puffs here. Wow. Incredible amount of red pepper spice off the retrohale. Deep sort of leather flavors. Kind of salty on the, leaves sort of a salty flavor on the lips. Wow, and that red pepper is shifting very much to a black pepper all over the palate. Almost like pepper beef jerky. Liking this one a lot. Really very full-bodied at this point. This one is marked as a medium full. It's starting out as a full-bodied pepper blast, at least off the first few puffs. Alright, let this one go a little further in. I'll catch up with you as I get into the first third. See you then. Minutes in, well into the first third. Accidentally tapped it on the edge of the ashtray when I was picking it up the last time, and so the ash actually knocked itself off a little bit, but the burn is very good. Not completely razor sharp, but it's fine. Smoke output is perfect, and the draw is incredible as well. So full marks on that thus far. Flavors are still super full, and the body is, if it's not completely full-bodied, it's darn close. So I'll just call it a medium full on the body department, but the flavors are definitely full. Lots of black pepper, lots of beefy leather, little bits of charred wood notes in there as well, kind of a charred oak sort of flavor. The aroma is this wonderful savory toasted bread and wood, and got a little bit of an oil slick feel on the mouth whenever you puff on the cigar as well. Retrohale is still fairly spicy. Some wood notes coming through on the retrohale now as well. Not a lot to complain about so far. Still pretty early. A lot could happen. Alright, I'll catch up with you as I get into about the midway point of the stick. I will see you then. Alright, about 55 minutes in, midway through the stick. As you can tell, this one is smoking a lot slower than the Rose of Sharon did. And this has just got a little bit of a tighter draw, a much nicer smoking experience in the draw department than the Rose of Sharon. And the flavors, I gotta say, I'm enjoying the flavors a lot more. Second third has been bringing flavors of deep, sweet, rich cocoa and espresso. The leather isn't quite so much there anymore as it was before, and the pepper spice has really kind of come down a little bit. The flavors and the body have all settled down back to a medium, and they are just meshing really, really well. Still getting a nice sort of bready, toasted oak sort of aroma, and you're getting little bits of oak on the draw as well. The retrohale, still pretty spicy, and it's still that pretty sharp red pepper spice, but they all kind of go together really, really nicely. Really liking it. Draw, smoke output are still right where they're supposed to be, as they have been from the first light. I'll let this go until I get to the final third, and I will catch up with you then. See you then. Hour and 45 minutes in. Much longer smoke time than the Rose of Sharon, and it's a lot to do with the draw. The draw was a lot less loose, and I'm not saying it was tight, because it was not that, but it was right where a draw should be. It was in my opinion, a perfect draw, and the smoke output was just incredible. The aromas have been basically a toasted oak and bready sort of aroma almost throughout. Hints of some grassy notes in there, but it was very, very subtle in the aroma. Flavors. In the end of the second third, into the final third, lots of baked, sort of yeasty bread sort of aromas coming through. Very savory. Leather was not there at all. And we had this nice sweet cocoa and espresso, like I said before. And those are still kind of present, but they're kind of muted. The spice is still there in the finish. Kind of a red pepper tingle on the finish. And the retrohale, still very spicy, but it's not super long, so you get this initial blast of red pepper spice, but it's not too harsh. Quite nice, meshes with the flavors very well. I'm getting little bits of oak notes in here as well, and there is a nice bread sort of flavor that comes through on the retrohale also. Really have liked the performance of the stick. Did have to touch up the berm once in the beginning of the final third. And as you can see, there is a little bit of canoeing here now as I get close to the nub. Smoke temperature is just now starting to get a little warm, and there is some minerality, a little bit harsh, but nothing too bad to complain about. Time to give this a moment of truth. Final score, the Jonose score for the Southern Draw Kudzu. I liked it more than the Rose of Sharon, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it 4.5 puffs on the Jonose scale. Really dig this one if you like medium-bodied cigars, and it starts off kind of fuller, but it really does mellow down nicely to a nice medium-bodied, medium flavor sort of stick. Really enjoy this one, and I'll definitely smoke it again in the future. Thanks so much for joining me for the second of the Southern Draw reviews here in the month of June. As always, make sure you click the button on the bottom right corner to subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the bell icon to get notifications. And until next time, everybody, smoke a good one. Hey, thanks for checking out Jonose Cigars. If you like this cigar video and all things cigars in general, click this handsome head right here to subscribe to the Jonose Cigar channel to get notifications every time I release an awesome new video. And if you like this video, I'm sure you'll like this randomly selected one that YouTube has for you. Check that one out. Let's get that watch count up as high as possible.